Hey YouTube, coming at you with my highest ELOS team of the season in the Sunshine Cup. Magcargo, Gligar, and Swampert. So basically, Magcargo is just one of the best answers to the flyers. You would expect a vigoroth or double to come in, so I put in a flyer myself. I didn't want to put in a Pidgeot or the Owl just because they're also normal typing, so that matchup isn't as nice. So I put in Gligar because it is a flyer. With return, that's very, very nice, decently bulky. Pros and cons in the Vigoroth matchup there I'll go over, and then Shadow Swampert because Shadow Swampert is a beast no matter what meta you're in. So terrible lead. Gligar is your safe swap, so come in here. Counters are resisted. Pro. Still only takes like it takes 3 body slams, but if you go for a return and they shield it, it's very unlikely that you're going to be able to actually flip that switch. So that's where it gets a little tough. I like the return on Gligar just because you can, it is a pretty hard hitting move and you can force shields in a lot of places. Night Slash is a terrible move, especially on a very, very, very bulky Owl. So going to go down here, I'm just trying to do any chip damage just so I can put it within 1 Rock Tomb, which at this point it is in 1 Rock Tomb after this Night Slash. The only sort of problem is they're going to get off at least 1 Shadow Ball. So I'm going to have to shield because I think they're probably going to get to 2. At this point, it's low enough where in my mind, I'm like, let's just go for the full farm. I'll take 1 Shadow Ball. But if I can come out with like 100 energy or close to, I think that's pretty good. Even if I need to double shield at this point. Actually, I don't know if that was a Shadow Ball. I think that was only a Sky Attack. Oh, that was a Shadow Ball, so I do shield. Which is fine. I'm at 100 energy. Just throw the Rock Tomb. I could have thrown the Overheat and bailed, but I feel like they know I'm loaded, so they may shield, and they do not. So that is unfortunate. But they are not leaving, and their attack is lowered from the Rock Tomb, so that is nice. And they're staying in. Again, 1 Body Slam almost... 2 Body Slams still almost takes out a Shadow, even though their attack's lower. So that is... Vigoroth is so strong in this meta. And they do not take me out, and out comes a Talonflame, and I have 2 Hydros loaded, plus I will resist all the moves on my Magcargo. So Magcargo is a great answer to flyers. If you use the Shadow Swampert only takes 2 to take out the, let's just make sure this isn't the same battle. It only takes 2 to take out the Owl and everything. So this is different because they are staying in. So I'm going to the return and baiting. The problem is if they call this, it's still going to take multiple. I'm going to have to like shield 1 and then get multiple returns. I don't need to shield. I can live this. But I'll still need to get multiple Night Slashes off. So it looks like I'll be able to. But it's a very uncomfortable matchup even with this. There's really the best answer to Vigoroth is like Trevenant, but all these Vigoroths are running with the Owl, right? So it's very, very tough to bring Trevenant, but that is one of the best answers to this. I don't know what... I'd have to look up... Maybe I'll do that after, towards the end of this video. Look up PV Poke, see just what the hardest answers are to this. They come in with Electro, which I've used before, so I know that it hits pretty hard. So I'm going to shield in case it is Energy Ball. It's just a Wild Charge, so that would have been resisted, but that's fine. I am at an Earthquake, so this will grab the last shield or do a ton of damage here. And it one-shots. Hello. Out comes a Stunfisk. I am almost positive I live a Mud Bomb here, no problem. And at this point, I should be able to get to multiple Hydros to... I don't know if it will take it out, but it's going to put it in like the deep red. So this game is over because Swampert doing what Swampert does. So 29-54. Where the problem was is, 1, I saw some double counter teams, some triple counter teams. And the second issue was the safe swap of Vigoroth. Gligar can win that matchup if you like bait or land a return. So it's very winnable, but it's also you can like lose that matchup. And often they had like a second answer in the back for Magcargo.
So that's where it gets tricky. You're also double weak to like Swampert here between Gligar and Magcargo, so Swampert's an issue. So the teams, again, 2954, I can't complain how high it got me. I did lose a bit at the ending, which is why I switched teams, just because I was seeing too many Vigoroths and too many Swamperts are starting to come out a lot. So that's why I switched the team, but it is otherwise very strong. Like, just Swampert, so good. So good. The thing with Shadow Swampert is, like, if these Vigoroths or any of these counter users, Blaziken, want to take it to the 2-shield, you're in big trouble because those counters add up really, really fast. So we're going to Sunshine Cup. We are going to Vigoroth. So Gligar is... So the hardest answer is Trevenant, obviously, because they have absolutely nothing to think. Counters resisted, Body Slams double resisted, Bulldozers resisted, so Trevenant is the biggest. Gligar is second at 327, and I am wondering if that is Night/Bait dependent. Beta, Night/Land, and Earthquake. What if you fail on the bait? What if you just have Earthquake? You lose by a lot. They are left with 63 health, right? So the other answers are Venusaur and Chestnut. But I've got to imagine it still takes a couple Body Slams. Yeah, you just outpace on both of these to the Frenzy, so it's okay there. Venusaur or Chestnut for that? That is interesting because you can take that matchup and still probably chip a ton on... Chip a ton with Sludge on your, like, flyers. If, like, the Owl or something comes back in, you can still probably land or Superpower and Chestnut, right? So Sludge Bomb or Superpower and Chestnut with these. I don't hate that. And Poison. Pidgeot is in the middle there. Again, that's probably Feather Dance. And then Jump Bluff. People are saying Jump Bluff. I tried to use Jump Bluff a couple times now. Like, after this team didn't work, I tried to use Jump Bluff. It's honestly too slow on the charge for me to get to Acrobatics and Energy Ball. And it still takes 2 of those moves to take them out, right? So, and the Body Slams come way too fast. Talonflame, I tried Talonflame too, actually, after this. Talonflame is not bad because unlike the other flyers that are half normal typing, there's no half normal here, so you're resisting the counters. It still takes 2 Body Slams to take you out there, right? So there's your problem, but you can ramp up. And then a Marowak, I tried a Marowak, but again, you can only throw Fire Spin, Shadow Bone. I was using it with Flame Charge, but Flame Charge hits out the Owl so bad, and it's just like a full meltdown there, and then Double is the only thing that beats it. So that is why it is so tough. I don't hate Venusaur. And I may look at that next. Because you look at the flyers, you're going to have to cover the Owl / Talonflame weakness for sure. So I'm going to keep Shadow Swampert in, and then I have to run a third, like, Galarian Stunfisk or something to beat those. But I don't hate Venusaur. I think that is next on my list, especially with all these Swamperts showing up too. We will test that out, and I will let you know on Monday if this works. Plus, we got a whole Go Battle day that I'm filming this in advance of, obviously, because this is going up in the morning. So we will see what I can come up with there, and we will let you know what worked and what did not work. So stay tuned for that for Monday. Otherwise, I like the team. Again, Gligar issues in the Body Slams are going to kill you. Yeah, I think this is where I lost. Maybe use a shield? Yeah, I should have used the shield. That's really dumb here. Because I'm just going to get countered down at this point. Maybe we'll get to an overheat, actually. Unnecessary 2-shield flex. Okay, I should have probably shielded something. So Magcargo is nice in the fact that, like, overheat. So overheat doesn't even take out Vigoroth. And let's see if they stay in here. because some stayed in there. And that matchup's actually not good because one Rock Tomb only does like 60%, 65% to the owl. So they can get like a Shadow Ball off before you get to the first Rock Tomb, and then another Shadow Ball off to basically take you out. You'll win in like the one shield, but it's just like, it's not a comfortable matchup. Plus then you got all the fighters coming out, and then you got Swamperts coming out, and they shielded a return here. Now they're going to get the counter down, and this is the problem in the mid game here. If you are unable to flip switch, they are now loaded with energy. I think I'm going to sacrifice Magcargo. Yeah. Force them to throw the bulldoze, and then hopefully Swampert can sweep. Oh, what am I doing? No, let that go. You got to force them here. Because now if they get a bulldoze, I'm done. And Swampert with 2 shields probably would have been fine for most things on this team. But now I'm in the even shield, and this is not looking good. So in order of importance on this team, I should think Shadow Swampert's number 1. I would build around that. I think Magcargo is fine, right? Lots of options here because you have a lot of flyers, so it's pretty good. Gligar, honestly, even though it's a losing matchup to have the owl instead of Gligar against Vigoroth, I would honestly just choose like a Pidgeot or the owl instead. This is nice though. You're resisting the counters. You still gotta shield out the Blaze Kick though, because that is going to. I mean, you probably could live it from a shadow, because you're pretty not tanky, but you're okay. But I just wanted to shield that up. Get the farm down here. Have alignment. I'll probably get a return off, which will be nice. Miltank comes in with rollout at that. Poorly timed. Someone says you should do a timing video. I'm like, yeah, I should probably do it. I know how to do it, but I just don't do it. So yeah, I definitely should look at doing a timing video for timing optimization sometime over the next few months anyways, when I need just sort of videos. We will see what the new season holds for us. I've got to imagine that news is coming in the next 2.5 weeks, because that's when league turnover is. They do not shield the overheat or the Rock Tomb, which is quite bad. Like, I should have maybe just gone overheat, but I wanted to lower their attack. Not that it matters to the Shadow Swampert, because it still takes 2 body slams to take you out. So maybe I should have just went overheat there. This would take me out, so I have to shield, because Magcargo won't be able to take it out. I will grab 1 shield back here, which is nice. And the question is, can I get to the next one before they get to move? Probably not. Are they going to try and catch? That's an option. They do not try and catch. Maybe lost track of my energy. And now I got my Magcargo just to sweep there. I think this may be the last battle. Yeah. Again, the Owl Vigoroth core is just rampant everywhere in this meta. There's not much you can do about it. You just gotta try and build for it. So you can use Magcargo, or you can use. That is actually a great. And I saw all the owls, not all the owls. I saw most of the owls on the lead. So if you needed a pairing, and I said I wanted to use Venusaur. The best options for Piloswine. Piloswine, Venusaur. So Magcargo is number 2 as an option to take this out, and Abomasnow is number 3. Miltank with Tackle, Body Slam, and Ice Beam, number 4. Interesting. And the Electrode is number 5. And Vigoroth is number 6. Or 7. I skipped over double. Piloswine, let me think about that. Piloswine, Venusaur. No, your Piloswine and Venusaur would be double weak to fire. So Ninetales and thing would wreck that. Magcargo. Instead of using Gligar as a safe swap, use Venusaur as a safe swap. You do very well against the Owl in the front. Venusaur safe swap to beat Double and Vigoroth, and then you still have your Shadow Swampert in the back that can land 2 Hydros to take those out. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. A Bomb Snow, nope, same issue with Venusaur in the mid game there. Miltank double and Vigoroth. Vigoroth on the lead. Vigoroth or double on the lead is also not bad if you have a Venusaur Swampert in the back. I guess where it's going to get a little tricky is like against Blaziken. But you can just stay in with your... You can just kind of stay in with Vigoroth and counter and Body Slam. Maybe I'll do something like that. Maybe I'm going to do something like Vigoroth, Venusaur, Swampert. That team would get absolutely destroyed by Trevenant. But I haven't seen a lot of Trevenants. I don't know. We will see. We will see what I end up doing. Trying to just think on the spot here. Anyways, that is it. Good luck on Go Battle Day if you're running it, if you're doing it today, or if you already have done a bunch of battles. Let me know how they went. I will definitely be grinding out all 100 battles today, and we will see how it goes. So that is it. I appreciate the thumbs up and comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.